We are back with a new video, and today we're gonna watch quite the classic matchup. Well, classic in a sense, which is RUS Mirror. RUS Mirror, it's quite weird as a matchup because basically both the players, of course, are going Pro Scout, but both the players want to go or Sarges in Castle. But the difference, I think, in this matchup is made by horsemen and how many deers are you able to take compared to your opponent. Okay, so I'm gonna explain a little bit what I did here in order to show how this matchup, according to me, is has to be played. Okay. So the start is quite basic. Both me and Mr. W are going double hunting cabin. A lot of players go double hunting cabin on the same wood line, like he is doing, while I don't know why, but it's just something that I do. I like to go the second hunting cabin on the second wood line, which is a little bit far away, which is kind of stupid now that I think of it, because there are civilizations that can torch down the hunting cabin because it's too far from the TC, and the TC range doesn't cover the hunting cabin. But in a RUS Mirror, well, if he doesn't notice, if he doesn't come here with his 2 scouts, then I'm good. Okay, I don't really mind going hunting cabin on the second wood line. Anyway, usually I go 2 scouts, no more than 2. Mostly because I think the other RUS is going 2 scouts as well. So if I go a 3rd scout, it might end up with the 3rd scout having no ships after him. And of course I have a 3rd scout already when I'm feudal, or when I research in Pro Scout, so I have 3 scouts ready to bring back the deers to the TC. But I just think it doesn't have much value in Dark Age to go a 3rd scout in a RUS Mirror, and in a lot of other matchups as well. But anyway, I'm going 2 scouts, and I'm starting producing scouts again once I'm aging up in feudal. In this particular game, I was quite lucky because basically I found so many more ships than him that I was chilling since the beginning. I don't know how many I found. I have 5 here, then I have how many? 11 here. It just has 10, and the second scout is not finding any because I already been here, so it just found one. Of course, you have to go Golden Gate. So usually, as you can see, both of us are leaving 5 villagers on food. The rest are going on wood. Why 5 when you just need 4 to produce villas? Why 5? Because 5 is the correct amount of villagers on food to use a ticket on the Golden Gate as soon as you age up. So you use a ticket, you convert 100 food in 150 gold, and also because you can get more, more bounty from the ships, and you have more gold, and that's the correct amount you need to research Pro Scout as soon as possible. Okay, even better if you put a 6th one just right near the age up, because that's even more perfect. You can see I immediately use a ticket. Already used the ticket, so I have 250 gold. He's not using the ticket. Why? He ran out of ships? Oh, he went idle. He went idle on villagers. That's very bad. That's very bad. One thing you have to remember with RUS is that you run out of ships quite fast because you're just gathering food in Dark Age. You're not gathering gold, you're not gathering anything else. And if you don't bring back the ships with at least 1 scout, you're going idle on food. That's so bad. As you can see, I'm researching Pro Scout. He's not. He's not researching Pro Scout, and he's spending wood on the wooden fortress already. While you will see in a little bit, I will spend that wood probably on a stable, if I remember correctly, yeah. On a stable, and now I'm gonna explain why a stable. So I'm researching Pro Scout. He researching Pro Scout as well, but he's so behind. I didn't realize when I played the game. He was so behind in Pro Scout. That's very bad. You have to be quite fast. The timing is everything. Everything when you're going Pro Scout, especially with RUS, especially in a RUS mirror. So I'm gonna have Pro Scout and he's not having Pro Scout for another minute or so. Anyway, why stable? I'm gonna explain why stable and I'm gonna explain why horseman. So, as I said at the beginning, it also plays out on how many deers you can take and how many deers your opponent can take, okay? So I'm bringing back these deers and I'm distracting him down here and I'm sending horseman. So why horseman? He can go spear, of course, but horsemen are very good because they have mobility, and because when you age up and when both of you are going horse archers, horsemen are very good as a frontline again against horse archers. Okay, they're the best frontline against horse archers. Horse archers are very effective against knights because the knights are slower and they can kite the knights and they can kill them all. So if you go in knights against horse archers, you're gonna die. If your opponent is going to micro the horse archers, you're gonna die so bad. And if I already have a stable, already have horsemen, then I'm chilling, okay? Because I'm going horse archers as well, but I have a frontline that works really good against horse archers. And of course he's going spears, and that's why I'm going archer range. I don't want to produce many archers in feudal. I just want to produce a few of them, just to counter the spears and to make him think I'm committing a little bit when I'm not. Anyway, I'm already winning the Pro Scout race, not only because I researched it quickly compared to him, but because I stole some of his deers, okay? And I'm denying his second deer pack, or well, the first, because that's the nearest one. So here I see the spears. I don't want to lose the horsemen. Spears are coming, and there are many scouts. Anyway, in all of this, I completely took those deers, and I'm going to take those ones, and he's not gonna deny them to me. I have to be careful here not to lose any horsemen. Not careful enough, actually, but I kill a couple of spears and I kill a couple of scouts. So he has to commit even more with spears, and he lost the first two, so he's not in a very good position. He loses 2 scouts. At this point, I'm really chilling. Okay? Really chilling. So I have archers coming. So as you can see, I just produced a couple of archers. Nothing more. And I'm going up. I'm going castle. With a very safe high trade house. Okay, this was bad. I cut them back. It doesn't have many deers. It doesn't have many deers at all. There are carcasses here. Why I'm so happy for how many deers I took that I feel great already. So in the first minutes, as you can see, we are 9 minutes. He's going up as well with the high trade house. Where does he put? Okay, this is something that you need to be very careful about. If you put the high trade house here, it might looks like it's safe in range of the TC, but it's not. That's the far wood line. That's the second wood line. So I want to put it back on the first one. So he should have put it here. Okay, logically. Maybe not having built the archer range here and not having built the hunting cabin here. You can put one hunting cabin here if you want to build hunting cabins. Because if you put the high trade house here, it's very safe. You can build a wall here if you really want to be even more safe. but it's safe already, okay? So this position is so good, as you can see. It might not cover that many trees, but it's not only about how many gold you can take out with the high trade house. It's also about how safe it is, because remember, it gives you deers, that gives you gold, so you really want the landmark in a safe place, okay? I should not have taken this this fight. It was kind of stupid of me, so I lost my horseman. I'm trying to find the deer carcasses left. Okay. Will be castled more or less the same time, because it's building the landmark with 11 villagers. I'm building it with 8. I was ahead. I have already 2 archer ranges ready. I'm building a couple 2 more. I researched steel arrow because I want my first archers to deal more damage. And just now I built the wood fortress, because I didn't need that many wood before. Now I need wood. I need wood to produce horse archers. So I need the buff now. I didn't need it before. Why I built the wooden fortress quite long before me. Lose the spears here. It does as well have 3 archery range, but I think he's already running out of deers. While I have so many, I still have sheep. I have 6 sheep left. So many. So here he loses the scout. He'll take the last carcass, deer carcass left. So you see, those villagers that are gathering deers from the high tree house are idle. Now another deer spawned. And it's okay. I'm not producing horsemen already, but I will in a little bit. As you can see, I research now the veteran upgrade. Why is he going around? It's not like I have villagers that risking being raided. And a queue up horsemen. Because that's the best front line against horse archers. Because horsemen are quite faster than knights. And they're just better against horse archers. They're just so much better. I think he's gonna win the relic rush, which is another thing that you have to be very careful about. I'm just going to get 1 relic, if I'm not wrong. The reason is that, well, if you focus too much on relic rush, on the relics, on getting the relics, and you just forget about everything else, then you're gonna end up with a lot of gold, which as RUS you don't really need at this point of the game, because you have passive gold income and you want to produce units that cost only food and wood in this particular moment. So getting the relics costs you a lot of gold, because those monks cost so much. I mean, you didn't go up with the chapel, you go up with the church. You went up with the trade house, so your monks cost so much, you know? 200 gold and 40 food, sorry. So focusing too much on the relic rush might really hurt you, okay? So look at my comp. 4 horsemen, 16 horse archers. I'm ahead in unit number. The point is that I have a front line. It doesn't. He's going spears. He's going spears. Even man-at-arms. Man-at-arms are completely useless. Completely useless. Man-at-arms are so slow that with horse archers I just kite them and kill them all without taking any damage at all. You see the horseman, how good it is against the horse archer. It's fucking good. And because he left me with 1 relic only, I'm taking the sacred sites. I really don't care. I'm taking the sacred sites and I'm pushing. 4 archery range that are producing constantly horse archers, and I think I have 3 stables, yeah. producing constantly horsemen. So it's going second TC here, which is a nice choice with RUS. You basically have the second TC for free because you sell gold that you have gathered passively, and you sell it to have stone, and you go second TC basically for free. By this point I'm pushing, so it really risks falling behind on units count and dying. And I'm taking the sacred sites as well, right? You can see what I said before about the high trade house in this position. If he had it here, there's no way, you see, he built a wall, there's no way I could have torched it down if he built it here. No way. And he's going berries, right? I'm starting to go berries now as well, but I have the sheep still. This high trade house, if he loses it, it's a lot of gold lost. A lot of gold. And cannot produce deers anymore. Well, look at my trade house. It's less gold, but it's here. It's safe. And there are deers. I'm gonna take a screenshot for the YouTube cover. Okay. I usually take screenshots while looking at the game, so I have the cover. Good. And you see this fight. I just kill all the spears with the horse archers, and then the horseman, it cannot kite them. It's really difficult. It doesn't one-shot the horseman. So I'm killing all the horse archers. That's a very cost-effective comp. I don't need knights. I don't need gold units. I can use all my gold for upgrades. You see, he's upgrading spears to veteran, but does he really need spears? He should do just the same comp, And even if he went 2TC, he doesn't have the food, I think, to produce villagers at this point. He doesn't have the food, just doesn't have it. So the moment we more or less have the same upgrades, but of course he has, I think, a little bit more gold thanks to the relics at this point. I go for the boar. This is a very nice boar. I mean, if he wants to reach it, you really need to go all the way around. That's a very nice boar right there. Very, very nice boar. So I've torched down the high trade house. At this point, I feel like I'm really chilling. I have 17 horsemen, 32 horse archers. He's going knights, which is kind of crazy. I think it doesn't know what units produce it. And here I just dive. Yeah, I'm missing the second aero defense, but whatever. I'm diving because I know I can deal so much damage here that I want to dive. I'm killing villagers everywhere. Those villagers don't have anywhere to go. The second TC is full, so I'm killing all the villagers. I see the second TC, which, believe me, I didn't think it could go second TC in this position, in this situation, but it did anyway. So he lost so many villagers already. The second TC is useless. And I mean, this upgrade, it costs so many resources. It's not really affordable right now for him, right? At this point, the game is almost over. I see the villagers here. Completely idle. I'm still killing villagers behind. 17 villagers killed. See, at this point, as I said, the game is over here. So I think the real advantage were the horsemen. That's how I always play this matchup, this mirror matchup. Always, I always go in horsemen in feudal age, because I have the mobility to defend the scouts. Even if it goes spears, I have the mobility. It doesn't. I can go for a couple of archers just to deny the spears and defend the horsemen. So I'm good with that. And that's it. That's basically it. It's a very straightforward, very easy matchup. If you play like that, you want to take as many deers as possible and just get advantage against your opponent. So I hope you enjoyed the game, the video, and see you with the next one.